Welcome to WNBA basketball on 2K Sports. Facing the Connecticut Sun. With Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're thrilled to have you with us. This is one we've all been looking forward to. Two heavy hitters squaring off.
The talent level on display in this league is phenomenal, and that's certainly the case here tonight.
Great players, great coaching. This is a stress test where they see just what they're made of. Great prep for the playoffs where these two can meet again.
Here we go. So the Sun win the tip. Now Burton. To the inside. Ingram. And there it is.
Nice accurate pass right into the middle.
Now here's Ball Queen. Guarded closely. Patterson drops in the tray.
Well, the D sagged off, and no hesitation on her part to rise up and bury the three.
It's Burton. Ball Queen with the rebound.
The defense can't make a habit of giving her that shot. She just doesn't miss many of them.
Outside Stewart. Clock at 4. And nice D from Angel Reese. Hey, every team wants length and shooting. Brianna Stewart brings you both.
And both at an elite level defense as well. I mean, Stewart's 6'4", one of the best shot blockers on one end. And offensively, she's more than capable of a 50-40-90 season.
Here's Williams. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Morrow. She's guarded by Williams.
You know, typically she has the touch to finish when she's in that tight. Not sure what happened there.
Down low. She uses the glass on the layup.
That's the area where they'd like all their shots to come from.
And here's Burton. Pass to Reese. First quarter ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. It doesn't go for her. Over to the left wing. To the left side wing. Now here is Stewart. From the arc, bangs home the trifecta.
Sharp shooting from Stewie. She's the definition of a stretch four.
To the left wing. First quarter play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Now here's Williams. Dawson. Good, and it's Gabby Williams who picks up the assist.
Great outside shooting is really fueling this run.
And the D is just getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down.
Out of bounds. Both teams will make substitutions. First quarter of action and just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Ball Queen. Here's Stewart. Outside Williams. Dawson. And she's good on the three ball.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and it's a big part of why they've been able to get good looks.
Absolutely. The defense unable to react quickly enough to deal with their passing.
They put up quite a few unanswered points.
Clearly, I mean, they've hit on something that works for them.
Pass to Williams. There's a screen. Three-pointer, Breanna Stewart. They get it again. Here's Ball Queen. And she can't extend the lead to double digits. Connecticut trailing. Now Lee. Puts one up from 19. And it's good off the back rim and in.
She was one step ahead of the D in making that pass. Nice assist.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Three-pointer, Breanna Stewart. That one drops for her second bucket. Marker 2 for 4.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the threes.
Yeah, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is, I'm going to go out on a limb and say it, non-existent.
The three knocks down the three ball.
They've built a big lead very early.
Boy, right from the tip, there isn't anything they haven't done well.
It has been a textbook dominant performance.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. They lead by 13. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. Well, not exactly a neck-and-neck game, but as the second quarter starts, there is plenty of time for a comeback.
They've come out so strong. Tremendous offense.
Very much in control and shooting very well.
Now here's Russell. This is the most they've led by, 13 points.
The defenders didn't really even get a sniff of her on that move to the iron.
It's Burton. Whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good, and she'll go to the line. Well, for the 2025 season, the WNBA made some changes to their playoff format.
Yeah, the best-of-3 first-round series now follow the 1-1-1 schedule, which increases travel but assures that every team gets a home game.
Yeah, I love that. You know, you guarantee now that every team that makes the playoff, their home fans will get a playoff game. It wasn't like that before. The other big thing is they expanded the finals format, going from best-of-5 to best-of-7, which has a 2-2, 1-1-1 structure, with the higher seed hosting games 1, 2, and then 5 and 7 if necessary.
Now here's Ball Queen. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Count it. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Pass to Lee.
Yo, watch this.
Brown sets a screen. And Lee gets it to go.
Well, tough start scoring, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, they seem to have taken the lid off the basket, gaining a little bit of confidence.
See if they can keep rolling.
They get the rebound. Anthony. It's good, and she drew the contact on the shot, so she'll go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. And the free throw, no good. Inside. It's stolen by Stewart. Here's Russell. Good, and Breanna Stewart gets the assist.
She's coming to life after a slow start in the first quarter.
And Connecticut has possession. It's a 16-point game. The third WNBA title for Breanna Stewart. Won in 2024 with New York, and it was a special one.
No doubt, bringing the Liberty an original WNBA franchise, their first ever championship. It was a bounce back for Stewie New York. Remember, they dropped the 23 series for the Aces.
Pass to Burton. Launches a three, and the three ball is good.
They are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second period. And here's Russell. Outside Stewart. Five on the clock. Takes the three. Buries the long-range jumper.
An emphatic three-point answer from Stewart, refusing to let the opposing team own the arc.
Pass to Morrow. It's Burton. Fires for three. Doesn't get it to drop for her. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter play. Good work there as it goes.
They've been playing very smart offensively in the first half. I think that's safe to say.
The numbers support that. They're shooting much better percentage from the field.
Let's see if they can keep it up.
It's Burton. To the paint. Here's Brown. Off to a good start as she hits her first shot attempt.
Their offense is looking better here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they've steadied themselves a bit, trying to close the gap.
Pass to Russell. Now here is Stewart. Drains the three-pointer.
This is an absolute monster performance from her. She is just torching them from behind the arc.
It's Burton. Guarded by Russell. Brown. Ball queen with the rebound.
So many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one, Tim.
Yeah, Brian, their effort on the glass, it has given them the advantage. It's made a difference without question. At the offensive end, she's done as much as they could have hoped for today.
Now Burton. Rivers. That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Delivering the blowout. And we've got more in store for you right after this. Getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far, but we'll see if that changes. What a game we're seeing from Breanna Stewart.
She played a very smart game offensively, looking for and finding gaps in the defense and always looking for the best shot possible.
Yeah, the way she played that first half, well, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient on offense.
Ball queen with the ball. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Pass to Williams. The three ball. And the rebound goes to the Sun.
You can't get into much better position for the three-pointer. Just didn't get it to fall.
It's Burton. Ingram. Defended by Ball Queen. Shot clock at 6. It's tipped.
You got to give them credit for the job they've done on the boards.
Well, guys, they've done a lot of things well, but their rebounding is right at the top of the list.
The Sun really having a tough go here. Second half just getting started, about a minute played. Reese, no good. Pass to Ball Queen. Williams, outside Stewart. Shot from the wing, and she hits the jump shot.
Another bucket from Stewart, who's having a nice game offensively. She's a well-rounded player.
And here's Burton. From outside the arc. She's off on that one.
It's been a cold spell for them coming out of the half, missing their first 3 shots.
Here's Williams. It's good from long range.
And it's pretty hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the stats monitor, there's a stark discrepancy. When you look at the assist column, and you see that difference as far as fluidity in their respective offenses, too.
Goes up on the wing. Ball Queen with the rebound.
A sluggish start to begin this second half. They're still scoreless.
Pass to Williams. Now Stewart. Wing shot on the way. Not that time. It's off. Now shooting 7 of 10 from the floor. Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
Here's Morrow. Count it from 12 feet.
Timeout. Timeout. Stop.
Pass to Ball Queen. And here's Russell.
Mom, watch the cutter! Help me out!
Money from the wing.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Fires from deep. That one is off. And a great assist by Breanna Stewart as that one goes in.
Yeah, whether by design or by accident, that was a very high-quality shot they created.
Here's Burton. And it's off from three-point range.
She's gone cold, and I'm not sure she's their best option offensively as they look to cut this deficit.
Pass to Ball Queen. And she makes that one.
They've been very sound offensively in the second half.
And there's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
And you kind of wonder what was one team talking about in the locker room and what was the other.
Back to Brown. Trying her luck from deep. The shot, no good.
And not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them inside.
Here's Stewart. Just 3 on the clock. That one falls.
They are putting the hammer down. Just a huge lead for them.
And it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense because it has all been working for them.
Yeah, to build this lead, you have to do both.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Delivering the blowout. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Well, the draft takes place right before the regular season. It's fun to see these players get right into their pro careers.
Unlike the NBA, we get to see the collegiate stars that were born in March join the WNBA while they're still hot. It's a chance to see college stars immediately after a great run.
I love it. You have a great March, as you said, and you go right into the WNBA season. You get drafted right after that national semifinal and final. It's awesome. It's also a giant test, though, for rookies. I mean, they're playing that college season, then an extra set of 40-plus pro games, which we know are so much more taxing than a college game. I mean, it's a big-time challenge.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. So she gets them both. Now Burton. Out to the right wing. B shot is off.
I got your help, love. Hey, hey.
To the middle. It's tipped. Guarded by Russell. Got a hand on it. Out of bounds. Sun ball as Connecticut keeps possession. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. The three. Burton can't hit.
She's having all sorts of problems with her shots.
Yeah, the words ice and cold come to mind with the way she's shooting the ball.
Now here's Russell. Ripped away. And the Sun pushing it up now. Finished off the break.
A nice fast break from start to finish.
And what a finish it was, guys. Just so pretty.
The pass, the dunk, everything.
Pass to Ball Queen. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth here. Down low. Out to the left wing. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Russell. Lets it go from deep. Brown grabs the board. And they could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Yeah, too many empty possessions. I mean, it's simple. 80 points.
Sinks the triple.
Look, if you give her enough room outside, she's going to take advantage and more often than not knock down that shot.
Now here's Ball Queen. She's covered by Brown. Over to the wing. They set the screen. Here's Russell. Nails the 16-footer.
That's a clean look they gave her there, fellas. And, I mean, she drains those. So I wouldn't give her too many of those looks if I was the defense.
Beyond the arc. That shot off. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Ball Queen. Now here's Russell. Not a lot of room. Brown grabs the board. The Sun on offense. Here in the fourth, they've only allowed just 4 points. From deep, no good.
I'll bet you haven't seen too many rebounding efforts like this.
It takes an extraordinary combination of talent and desire to put in the kind of performance she has today.
Pass to Russell. From downtown, the Sun pull it in. It's Burton. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, she's been a bright spot in what has otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
To the wing on the left. Now here's Russell. She's guarded closely. Inside. Here's Ball Queen. Nails the baby hook.
An example of some fine interior passing before that basket.
Rivers. The three-pointer off the mark. Ball Queen with the ball. The visiting club takes the win on the road. And this one was all over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, but they never got it.
Yeah, I mean, they rolled to this win. They made it look simple and efficient performance at both the offensive and defensive ends.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks. Hello and welcome to our coverage of the WNBA on 2K Sports. We've got the Los Angeles Sparks. Thanks for joining us. I'm Blake Suniga here with Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz.
All the contenders trying to turn it on here at the end of the year. How important is momentum heading into the postseason?
It depends on the makeup of your team. If you got a bunch of older stars, maybe you're prioritizing health at this point of the year.
Well, you'd also like to avoid peaking too early, but that's pretty hard to gauge and hard to control.
Here we go.
Pass to Ball Queen. Now here's Williams. Just 5 to shoot. And it's good. 2 points. So it's the Sparks now. Mitchell with it. Clock at 6. The three-pointer off the mark.
Well, watching the 2024 playoffs, you felt so good for Kelsey Mitchell.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, here's someone who had never been close to the postseason and then makes her first trip in her 7th year. And she showed out, dropping 21 in the playoff debut.
Drains the three-pointer.
Well, a consistent three-point shooter like Mitchell always has an answer. She goes right to the line and strikes back.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Here's Williams. And she can't answer back the three-pointer offline. On the wing, Rakia Jackson. She's guarded by Williams. Now here's Mitchell. Tight defense on her. And the shot goes in.
You'll see her hit from very deep, but she isn't a one-trick pony. Mitchell has the skills plus toughness to score inside, too.
Now here's Ball Queen. Brianna Stewart from outside. Buries the long-range jumper.
Offensively, she can be the engine that drives them at any given moment.
Outside Brink. Pass to Mitchell. And here's Jackson. Launches a three. Drains it from beyond the arc.
I like how versatile Jackson is. She can create her own shots, and she's also just as good shooting off the catch.
It's Gabby Williams on the wing. From deep. That's her second shot and her second basket. My math says that's 2 for 2.
Three's going down quickly at both ends.
What an answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back.
Everybody gets a three.
Now here's Mitchell. She's got 5.
That's one she knows she should have drained.
Outside Stewart. Dawson. Good, and it's Gabby Williams who picks up the assist.
Boy, they're shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Yeah, how do you stop this? I mean, it seems like they can't miss right now.
Pass to Brink. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there. Brianna Stewart picks one up.
But when you watch Cameron Brink, she plays with such tenacity.
Sparks trailing.
by Russell. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out.
A real defensive lapse there. She's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. They're lucky she didn't punish him there.
Well, you're not going to pass up that type of look.
Gilmore. Offline with the three.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
And here's Ball Queen. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. From the high post. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And they've been looking at a sink offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence. She was one step ahead of the D in making that pass. Nice assist.
Back to Russell. 6 to shoot. Lets it go. Misses that one. She's made one and missed 2 shots this game. And the Sparks with possession here. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Lays it up and banks it in.
She always knows where her teammates are going to be, and she'll have that ball there waiting for them.
Out to the right wing. Washburn misses the 3. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in this second quarter. Another one falls for the Sparks.
Good pass work. The assist was right on target.
Pass to Russell.
Watch the cutter! Watch the cutter! Hey, look at the clock!
Puts up the 3. Kept alive. Ball Queen. It's good, and she makes her first shot of the game.
She's got a great read of where that miss was going, and that enabled her to be the first player to it and get the putback.
Launches it. That shot off.
Well, if this ball game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
They've had a strong game on that front, without question.
Now here's Russell. To the middle. Here's Ball Queen. Brink grabs the miss.
She's a very strong finisher, guys. I'm surprised that she wasn't able to power that through the defense. They've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. You got to imagine that their coach is very happy with that.
4 straight passes leading to scores. That's just great team play.
Here's Russell. Gets a 3-pointer to fall.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Fires for 3. Here's Brink. Got a hand on it. And they get it back. Defended by Stewart. 5 on the clock. Over to the wing. The 3 is up. Ball Queen with the rebound. Here's Williams. And she uses the glass on the layup.
That's what I call pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open teammate was.
Here's Mitchell. That will count. She drains the 3, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out.
The previous play is under review.
Just yet. Officials signaling they're going to review the tape.
Yeah, and I'll be pretty honest. It looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay.
After review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Can't see how they'd come to any other conclusion. I mean, we have a great look at it on the replay. The clock is still ticking when it left her fingertips.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going on here. They lead by 4. And we will be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. So it's the Sparks now. A 4-point game. Pass to Doyle. Here's Jackson. Now Mitchell. Down low. Jackson outside. 4 on the clock. Doyle. Defended by Ball Queen. They get the rebound. Pass to Doyle. Over Ball Queen. And down it goes. 2 points.
That assist got a little nod from her teammate after the bucket.
Six on the shot clock. Patterson. It's hauled in by the Sparks. Jackson with the ball. The 3 from Kelsey Mitchell. Ball Queen with the rebound.
I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Look good here, too. I'm as shocked as you.
Outside Williams. Outside Stewart. Let's go with a 3. That shot off the mark. The Sparks trailing. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Pass to Mitchell. Stripped it away. Inside. Stewart. Ring covering.
Look at Stewart go. Look, she's versatile and not afraid to push the tempo to score some fast break points.
Mitchell outside. Now here's Jackson. Pass to Doyle. Mitchell. Shot clock at 5. And here's Doyle. Shoots the 3. Here's Jackson. 3-pointer. Nice D from Gabby Williams. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Wasted no time on that one.
The mid-range is really one of the many parts of her offensive game. Stewart is deadly from that area. That's part of why she's so difficult to defend.
And the Sparks call time here.
To the inside. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Lovely heads-up pass from Jackson right there. Her basketball IQ is off the charts.
Outside Stewart. Pass to Russell. Now here is Stewart. Let's go. The offensive rebound. Anthony. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket.
That's a great play on the glass, and for her, it's what really we expect from her. All her second chance points do not come by accident.
Wood. It's a deflection. And it's out of bounds. The Sparks able to retain possession here. And it's the Sparks ball. They trail by 7. Outside Brink. Gilmore. Misses in close. To the wing, right side. Shot clock at 6. Claxton. And she can't extend the lead to double digits. Lets it fly. Ball Queen with the rebound.
The defenders cannot lose track of her because usually that shot will go down.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over 1 minute played. Fires high post. Second shot opportunity. Shot blocked. Now here's Russell. D right on her. To the paint. Here's Ball Queen. Rebound by the Sparks. And they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. They got to score.
Yep, that one goes.
She's a very strong finisher on the fast break.
And always in control, even at full speed like that.
So impressive.
Timeout called the Sparks.
Yeah, I think the coach is watching a lot of shots they normally make rimming out, and it has to be frustrating. Maybe see if they could create some scoring opportunities at the free throw line.
That may be the answer for them, but you know, ultimately, I expect them to shoot their way out of this slump.
So it's the Sparks now. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. Mitchell outside. Brink. Defended by Stewart. The three from Kelsey Mitchell. Buries it from three-point range.
And Mitchell's ability to space the floor is so valuable to this offense.
Pass to Stewart. Outside Williams. And here's Stewart. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the three. Jackson pulls it in. So it's the Sparks now. 8-point game. Here's Mitchell. Not wasting any time in taking the shot and hitting it.
There isn't a part of the court that Mitchell won't let it fly. When she hits from the mid-range, it just increases the headache for the D.
To the inside. Here's Ball Queen. Count it.
Unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Doyle. And now Jackson. She's guarded by Williams. Jackson outside. Cameron Brink for three. That shot missing. Outside Stewart. Now here's Ball Queen. This one for three. And it's Breanna Stewart with the three.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, they're not taking any chances. This is how you close a game out.
Just look how happy their coach is.
Pass to Doyle. down low. Defended by Stewart. And that'll be Los Angeles ball as it goes out of bounds. Sparks able to keep the ball here. Gilmore. The Sparks, no good that time either. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
All you have to do is work the clock, take care of the ball, and it's a wrap. Hit the showers.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. 5 to shoot. Pass to Russell. Shoots from 14. The Sparks grab the miss. And so they get the victory here at home tonight. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
It makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in a good flow, you felt like they never had any doubts that they'd come out on top.
And that'll wrap it up. Hello and welcome to our coverage of the WNBA on 2K Sports. Taking on the Indiana Fever. With Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're thrilled to have you with us.
And this game, the closer for these two teams, regular season. Incredible how fast the season goes by.
I mean, the WNBA season can fly by in such a hurry. It brings such an urgency to every game played.
And these teams have a lot to look forward to. We've seen them make some big strides, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot more to come.
Here we go.
So the Fever win the tip. McBride outside. Pass to Clark. Nelson Adota. Back to Clark. McBride outside. Shot clock at 5. Here's Boston. And she uses the glass on the layup.
Well, the first player who should be boxing out, Aaliyah Boston. I mean, you cannot let her get going on the glass.
To the wing, right side. Right side, Stewart. Here's Williams. And a great assist by Brianna Stewart as that one goes in.
She might not have the long-range ability of some other players in this league, but she'll knock down open ones like that.
And, you know, playing for France in the 2024 Paris Games, that was a special moment for Gabby Williams.
Winning a silver, came so close to knocking off the heavily favored Americans in the final. Williams was voted best defender of that 2024 tournament.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there. She was all alone for that shot. I mean, that's like a warm-up jumper.
Now here's McBride. Here's Clark. It's good, and she makes her first shot of the game.
Taking that hit down low, Caitlin Clark, 2 physical points.
Outside Williams. Ball queen. Back to Williams. Jacks up a three.
It's hauled in by Aaliyah Boston. And here's Indiana.
Pass to Nelson Adota. Now McBride. And here's Nelson Adota. And too long on the shot. Outside Williams. Now Stewart. This one for three. Good. First shot, first basket.
Well, Stewart doesn't hesitate when she gets a look she likes. She gets her feet set quickly and shoots with confidence.
McBride outside. Pass to Clark. Offline with the three. Stewart with the ball.
And it's Boston picking her up.
Outside Stewart. Off target from outside. Indiana trailing. The drive by Caitlin McBride. Soft touch off the glass.
That's an assertive drive from McBride. I like when she puts it on the deck like that.
We know basketball is big in Indiana, and man, do they love the fever here.
I mean, this place is normally sold out these days. Massive crowds with tons of energy. This might be the best home court advantage in the W.
There is no way, and I mean no way, a player like her can be left wide open like that.
For three, Caitlin McBride.
Yes, what an assist from Caitlin Clark.
Her shooting percentage is through the roof right now. What a great start to this game.
Outside for Stewart. Over to the wing. Here's Williams. And she can't answer back the three-pointer offline. Here's the Fever with the ball. It's a three-point game. Pass to Nelson Adota. Now Boston. Puts it up from 12. Ball Queen with the rebound. Outside Stewart. And here's Williams. The three-pointer off the mark. Here's McBride. 5 points in the game.
Pass to Boston. They double team Aaliyah Boston. Angsler.
That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Right side Stewart. Out to the wing. Here's Williams. Drops in the tray. And that concludes the first quarter of play. They lead by 6. And quarter 2 will get underway just after this short break. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment.
Scoring has come in threes for the most part so far.
Yeah, and every time down the floor, it seems like they're hitting a triple.
Now here's Ball Queen. Pass to Russell. Clock at 6. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good, and she'll go to the line. Shoots a three. They get it again. Pass to Russell. Just 5 to shoot. Tries it from 16. She gets that one.
Risky shot there. Size-wise, height-wise, she easily comes out on the wrong side of that one-on-one matchup.
Well, it was a nice, quick, high release, and that negated the height disadvantage she had there.
And her first shot of the game, no good. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Covered by Segrist. Anthony. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Here's Stewart. She has 6. Pass to Russell. The 3. Drains the three-pointer.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Yeah, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed coming from beyond the arc.
Now here's Clark. Now here's Segrist. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Ball queen with the ball. And Clark picks her up defensively.
One aspect of their play today that's been far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow, it can be elusive, but the great offenses have it. And that's just what they've shown tonight.
Now a timeout called by Indiana.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Boston. And she banks in the layup.
And it's the ability of Boston to score inside that makes her so dangerous.
Pass to Russell. Stewart. Shot clock at 6. Brianna Stewart draws the double. Shoots the 3. The Fever pull it in.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
Boston outside. Low block shot. The shot is good off the backboard.
Well, you got to tip your cap to Aaliyah Boston right there. Outstanding concentration, despite the defense being right there.
Now here is Stewart. 8 points for her. The 3 ball. A rebound by Segrist.
She's cooled down a little bit after burying those 2 threes in the first quarter.
Clark outside. Segrist. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Oh no, she may have gotten injured right there. She's in a lot of pain.
Boy, that did not look good. Let's hope it's something not too serious.
You've got to feel for her. You can see how much distress she's in. I just hope she's okay.
So that brings the first half to a close. Up by 9. And we will see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball in just a bit. And the second half about to start in just a few moments. What a game we're seeing from Stewart.
She played a very smart game offensively, looking for and finding gaps in the defense and always looking for the best shot possible.
Yeah, the way she played that first half, well, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient on offense.
And now the third quarter about to get going again. Rebounded by McBride.
The defense can't make a habit of giving her that shot. She just doesn't miss many of them.
Clark outside from deep. Ball Queen with the rebound. Now here's Williams.
9 points in the game.
Outside Stewart. Patterson. She's covered by Clark. It's Gabby Williams on the wing. Here's Ball Queen. And she makes good on the layup.
She is a coach's dream, guys. Absolutely tireless. Never gives in, never gives up. And that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder.
Patterson. She's covered by Clark. Dawson. It's good from long range.
Good pass work. The assist was right on target.
Now here's McBride. Defense right on her. Pass to Clark. The three is up. The shot's good. Kayla McBride making the play.
How about Clark responding to a triple with one of her own?
It's Gabby Williams on the wing. Three-pointer Brianna Stewart makes the bucket. She's now got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 on the game.
When they've gone to her, she's come through. Keep getting her touches.
Clark outside, beyond the arc, and the fever hit again from deep.
She's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. She can bring them back into this.
Here's Williams. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Stewart misses. West side Boston. Clark. Pass to Nelson Adota. They double team Aaliyah Boston. Here's Engstler. 5 to shoot. From deep. It's not going to go for her. To the paint. Here's Stewart. It's hauled in by Boston.
The D was ready for her that time, and they had to be. She is strong in the paint.
Pass to Nelson Adota. McBride. Engstler with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Boston. Now Nelson Adota. McBride outside. They set the pick. From past the arc. Sinks the triple.
Something's brewing, guys, and it's not just the pot of coffee I put on. Their three-pointers just keep on dropping.
Oh, and that coffee you put on has been great. So thank you for that, Tim. Look.
Now here's Ball Queen. She's covered by Fagbenle. Pass to Russell. Lets the three fly. Fires the three. Drills the three-pointer.
I tell you, she loves getting looks like that from three-point range. Just nobody near her.
From beyond the arc, and the fever hit again from deep.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball at one end with their own.
A three-point battle starting to take shape here.
Pass to Ball Queen. And here's Russell. And right away, say they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Boston right side. Siegrist outside. Yes, great play by Aaliyah Boston to set it up.
Dialed in from distance. Siegrist proving how effective she is from downtown.
And here's Russell. Shoots. That one is good. She has missed only one of her 6 shots from the floor.
Now a timeout called by Indiana.
Well, they want to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and now's the time to do it.
Yeah, there was clearly some things going on out there that the coaching staff just wasn't a fan of.
Pass to Clark. Back to McBride. There's a screen. There's the three. Ball clean with the rebound. Patterson. She's covered by Clark. Out of bounds. It'll be Fever ball. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Pass to McBride. Clark. Here's the three. And that one's good. It's Caitlin Clark for 3.
Making a big difference from long range tonight. That was a big shot right there.
They've got time, and if she can keep stretching the defense like she has been with the three-point shot, that lead could go away in a hurry.
Outside Williams. Drills it from outside.
She's up to her usual trick, shooting it well, scoring a lot of points, getting them in front.
Now here's Clark. She's guarded closely. And a kick out to McBride. Here's Enxler. The shot's good. Kayla McBride making the play.
Love the assertiveness from Emily Enxler, looking so confident off the catch.
Pass to Williams. Ball clean. Now here's Stewart. 6 on the shot clock. Dawson. They waste no time getting those 3 points back.
What are they thinking, leaving her with all that space out there? Don't they know that that's pretty much a layup for her?
Here's Enxler. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now for this fourth quarter. Pass to Nelson Adota. And here's Clark. And the Fever hit again from deep.
I love it. Keep shooting. As the threes keep dropping for her, she'll keep shooting. Keep shooting.
As she should. Look, when you're having the kind of day she's having from long range, why not just keep firing? The defenders didn't really even get a sniff of her on that move to the iron.
A kick out to McBride. Offensive rebound, Fever. Nelson Adota. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Where was the box out? Some easy second chance points.
Those kinds of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
Here's ball queen. Off target with the jump hook.
The clock's their worst enemy now.
Yeah, they need to work very quickly.
Caitlin Clark with the 3. Buries it. And now they trail by just 4.
No stranger to clutch baskets. Caitlin Clark knows how to get it done.
And an intentional foul right there. And she misses the first one. Boy, she really wanted that one to fall. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line. And that puts them up 5. Timeout called the Fever.
Well, they need to use as little time as possible here. If they can get a bucket before the clock hits 24 seconds, then they can try for a stop in the next possession. If there's less than 24 left, they'll have to foul.
Here's Clark.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clock. From the arc. Doesn't go for her. And they go to the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but she's probably the last player they want to send to the line.
Yeah, but they didn't have the time to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority
Yeah,
there.
and that's a good point. They could not waste any more time.
She gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So she goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point ball game.
Good work at the line to stretch that lead out a little bit.
So it's Indiana now. Caitlin Clark with the 3. Again, the miss by the Fever. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. They seem to relish their role as the villains here.
I sense that too. They really did feed off all the negative energy this crowd was directing at them. They turned it around and used it to motivate them to close out the win.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone. Hello and welcome to this 2K Sports presentation of the WNBA. It's the Seattle Storm. Here with Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and it's good to have you with us. Let's get these WNBA playoffs going with the quarterfinals. Game 1. It's the top seed hosting the 8th seed. Any chance for a major upset here, guys?
Personally, I doubt it. I mean, this 1 seed has dominated all season long. I think they're the team to beat in these playoffs, but remember, it's just a 3-game series, so some serious variance in play.
Storm off the tip. Now Ionescu. There's the triple. All clean with the rebound.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
Pass to Stewart. Now here's Williams. Now ball clean.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one, good for 2.
Nice little way to get on the board.
And just like that, the first lead is theirs.
And here's Gray. Malunga outside. Ionescu up top. Shoots it up. It's hauled in by Williams.
The defense can't make a habit of giving her that shot. She just doesn't miss many of them.
It's Gabby Williams on the wing. Brianna Stewart from outside sinks the triple.
Stewart's offensive prowess allowing her to nail that jumper right there. I honestly think I could watch her shoot those all day.
Well, you allow someone to get to the rim like that, and really that's your only option.
Yeah, free throws are always better than a layup. I would agree with that.
And she makes both free throws.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in.
Dawson. Off target with the 3. Copper with the ball. Pass to Gray. Back to Copper.
This one for 3. And the Storm miss again.
And we're about 2 minutes into the first quarter. It's Gabby Williams on the wing. She's covered by Copper. Shot clock at 6. Patterson. The rebound by Malunga. Copper left side. Good work defensively by Brianna Stewart.
After the first 3 misses, I thought they'd get one here, but they just still can't connect. Just really good awareness right there on the assist.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Pass to Malunga. Ionescu. From the arc. Offensive rebound. Patterson, covered by Ionescu. Fires the 3. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
Offensively, she can be the engine that drives them at any given moment.
Malunga sets a screen. The Storm rebound. And she uses the glass on the layup.
Coach has always told me that if you battle for offensive rebounds, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on the follow, just like she got there.
There's a screen. Here's Williams. No good with the triple. The Storm trail. On the wing, Alicia Gray. Pass to Ionescu. Launches it. Another miss by Sabrina Ionescu.
Not a single point in this quarter for her. Obviously not what they need right now. She did so well to lead her teammate right to the ideal spot. That's the kind of playmaking coaches like to see.
Now here's Gray. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her.
Ionescu outside.
Malonga sets a screen.
And Sabrina Ionescu with the triple.
A lethal sniper from outside the arc. The D has to rush Ionescu and run her off that three-point line.
Now here is Stewart.
He has 5.
It's Gabby Williams on the wing. Five on the clock. Patterson. Good, and it's Gabby Williams who picks up the assist.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end in the early going.
Their field goal percentage is terrific. Exactly the start they were hoping for.
Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. Another miss by Sabrina Ionescu.
From deep. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And we've reached the end of the first quarter, leading by 8. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
And now the second quarter just getting set to begin.
It's been fun to watch. Everybody out there looking to make the extra pass in the first quarter.
I'll tell you what stands out for me. It's been a total team effort out there. Just fantastic basketball being played.
Now here's Ball Queen.
They lead by 8. That's the biggest margin of the game. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
Here's James, guarded by Russell.
It's off her foot, and it's being called a kickball.
Here's Melbourne.
Malonga sets a screen.
5 to shoot. He can't hit that time.
Pass to Russell. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter play.
Down low. And the basket by Ball Queen.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket for a terrific assist. You know, they've done a lot of that today.
And, you know, it's something we haven't seen much at the opposite end of the court.
Here's Melbourne.
Wyatt so far offensively searching for her first points of the game.
Big time putback. What a great motor she has.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder than her.
And night in and night out, this is the kind of effort level she gives you.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Pass to Russell.
Now Stewart.
The 3 ball. Russell with the bucket.
She might not be the top sharpshooter in this league, but that's not a shot that D can afford to give to her.
Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. No good.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass.
It certainly wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap.
Pass to Ball Queen.
The 11-footer. Score it. Her third straight basket in 3 attempts.
You see the vision from Stewart there. That's something that every coach in the league would appreciate.
Malunga, defended by Ball Queen.
Over to the wing.
Back to Malunga. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot 2.
Seattle calls timeout. And that one misses. And she's good on the second. Here's Williams. Pass to Russell. Over to the left wing. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball.
It's nice to see elite scorers like Stewart create for others because despite her skill set, she understands it's a team game.
Gray outside. Lets the three fly. Buries the long-range jumper.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball at one end with their own.
A three-point battle starting to take shape here.
Pass to Russell. Stewart tried to come right back with the three of her own, but it's no good. Gray, guarded by Russell. And it's Gray missing. Now here's Ball Queen. Defense is right there. That one goes in.
Defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And if they don't start showing some aggression, things are just going to get worse.
Here's Melbourne. There's a screen. Sabrina Ionescu from outside. Another miss. The drought continues now. Just 1 from 9 from the floor.
She's killing them with her poor shooting.
Stewart with the ball. Sabaly's there. The shot's good.
A true threat inside and outside. Stewart's height and touch, they allow her to be effective down low.
Malunga outside. Ionescu. And the Storm miss again. It's 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Inside, Ball Queen. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. She remains perfect.
Hey, look, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint, and they keep scoring points.
And you know, Brian, there's not really a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting in the paint like they have been on this run.
Here's Ball Queen. Got it up. That one misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. Up by 15. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. Getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far, but we'll see if that changes. We're seeing a great performance by Ball Queen.
What I noticed more than anything about her first half offense was she didn't waste her opportunity. She made just about every good look she had.
And they were pretty much all good looks. I mean, her shot selection has been phenomenal throughout the game.
Patterson, covered by Ionescu, and the basket by Ball Queen.
They're beginning to just fall apart defensively, especially on the interior.
Yeah, they're crumbling like a cookie right now, and that's 4 straight field goals they've allowed from within touching distance of the rim.
Now here's Copper. Looking for a first basket still in this one.
A solid performance inside. You know, their rebounding, it's been terrific.
They're putting together a great game, aren't they? Strong performances throughout, and they've just been strong on the glass.
And it sets a tone.
Ball Queen with the ball. Malunga covering. Just 5 on the clock. Offensive rebound. Ball Queen. And great D that time from Malunga.
That's a surprise. Out of character for her to miss those when the D's not right in her face.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
Fantastic pass. She made that a very easy bucket with the setup.
And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Now here's Williams. The three-pointer, no good.
They start the second half 1 for 4.
Pass to Ionescu. Here's Malunga.
To the paint. Here's Copper.
And good. Coming off the assist by Malunga.
Fantastic touch from Copper there. You can see how locked in she is scoring inside.
Ball queen up top. Outside Williams. And here's Stewart.
6 on the shot clock.
Dawson.
Off target from three-point range.
Pass to Gray. And Alicia Gray doubled. Copper outside.
To the inside. Here's Malunga. It's deflected.
Patterson, covered by Ionescu. Right wing. Patterson, covered by Ionescu. It's rebounded by Sabali. And it's the Storm with the ball.
They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half.
To the middle. Stewart, guarded by Sabali. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Storm. Time called here, the Storm decide to talk it over. We're seeing a great performance by Ball Queen.
She has continued to wear them out inside. They got to figure out how they plan to contain her.
Now James.
She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Pass to Melbourne.
6 to shoot.
Here's James.
And the Storm miss again. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter play now. Here's Stewart. And the layup falls.
The incredible focus Stewart has. Even when the D gets physical, she stays with the play.
Pass to Malunga.
Ionescu. The three.
And again, it's the Storm missing.
You got to give them credit for the job they've done on the boards.
Well, guys, they've done a lot of things well, but their rebounding is right at the top of the list. Good pass work. The assist was right on target.
Now here's Sabali.
Malunga sets a screen. And again, it's the Storm missing.
Outside Stewart. Shoots over Sabali.
Stewart with the bucket.
They are putting the hammer down. Just a huge lead for them.
And it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense because it has all been working for them.
Yeah, to build this lead, you have to do both.
Here's Melbourne. Pass to Sabali.
Shot to stop the run.
Not gonna go that time. And here's Russell. Now here's Stewart.
Puts one up from 19.
And she gets it to go.
It's been all one-way traffic here. They've really been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get.
It just keeps increasing.
And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Delivering the blowout. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. Welcome back as the fourth quarter is right ahead. Not exactly a close contest here.
Pass to James. Malunga, defended by Ball Queen. Malunga, good.
Well, it's a good thing she showed up today because without her, they'd be in deeper trouble.
Pass to Russell.
Washburn.
And a miss there on the triple.
Murray, guarded by Russell. Malunga sets a screen.
Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. A nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
Out to the right wing. Stolen away.
Here's James.
And the shot is good.
That's a precision shot. No room for error on the floater.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock in it.
Pass to Ball Queen.
And they pick up two.
Well, she shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. You know, like we say, she's been making music all day long. That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area, just dominating down low.
And obviously, that's something the defense has to address.
The 11-footer.
It's rebounded by Seattle. Pass to James. Malunga outside. Melbourne. Back to Malunga.
Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
What an alert play. Just a great job of hitting her teammate on the move.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth.
Pass to Ball Queen. Here's Stewart, guarded by Savali. Outside Williams.
Shot clock at 5.
Over Copper.
And Williams gets it to go.
Well, she shot the ball well, but she hasn't shot it enough. The more shots she gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Now here's Savali. Sabrina Ionescu from outside connects from three-point range.
They're looking a lot better now, but still a long ways to go to get all the way back into this.
Well, at least we can see the fire still burning, and I love to see that. And they haven't given up, but they picked it up at both ends, and they're on a nice run right now.
Yeah, at least, as you pointed out, at least they're still trying. They're still playing hard.
Williams. And she can't answer back the three-pointer offline.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Ionescu. Again, Seattle.
And Ionescu recognizes her role on this squad. Her team wants her to score and score often.
And they can burn some clock if they want.
And calm down. Get a little breather here, too.
And that one's good. Stewart.
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is safe.
I don't know if I'd call it 100% secure, but at least 98%.
I'll go 99.2.
Savali, no good.
And they've built a very nice lead.
No signs of slowing down, at least as far as I can tell.
Pass to Stewart. Down low. Here's Ball Queen.
A rebound by Malunga.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now Ionescu. Misses the three. And they can just sit on the ball here.
Enjoy it. They've earned the win.
No doubt. Pass to Ball Queen. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. And that'll wrap it up.
Hello and welcome to our coverage of the WNBA on 2K Sports.
And the Seattle Storm.
In the booth with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're glad to have you along for the ride. Well, the better seed winning game one, holding serve at home.
These home fans know they have to be that extra factor tonight to extend this series.
No doubt. So I expect their home squad to come out with fire and a lot of passion.
Outside Stewart. Pass to Ball Queen. Patterson, covered by Ionescu. Patterson
Drains the three-pointer.
Look, I'm not sure who was supposed to pick her up, but someone's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving her that wide open.
Here's Gray. And Brianna Stewart with the block.
Phenomenal defense from Stewart on that play. It's no surprise she's regarded as one of the best shot blockers in the league. A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Launches it.
The rebound by Malunga.
Here's Seattle.
Pass to Ionescu. Malunga sets a screen.
And again, Seattle with the triple.
Can't give Ionescu any airspace from downtown. If you do, she'll torch you from there.
Outside Stewart. And she banks in the layup.
At 6'4", with her abilities, it's almost impossible to stop Stewart down low.
Copper outside.
Ionescu. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Dawson, covered by Ionescu.
Back to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Takes the three. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
To the middle. Here's Sabali. And Brianna Stewart with the block. One-on-one fast break.
Williams with it. Now guarded by Copper.
And that one good.
She's got so many tricks in her bag. She will find a way to hurt you.
Ionescu outside. Basket is good. The assist from Alicia Gray.
A shot that looks almost automatic for Ionescu, has total confidence in her shooting ability.
Pass to Stewart. The three is up.
And it's Ionescu with the rebound.
Seattle trailing here.
Now Sabali. Defended by Stewart. Ionescu. That's good.
First quarter of action and just under 3.5 minutes played.
Outside Williams. Screen by Stewart.
From deep, gets a three-pointer to fall.
And if you leave anyone that wide open, you're just asking them to punish you, and they did there.
Gray outside.
Pass to Malunga. Nice move. And there's the rejection.
Williams inside. She's covered by Copper.
The three ball. Storm with the rebound. And here's Gray. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Puts it up from 12.
Ball Queen with the rebound. And 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Now Ionescu. 8 points for her. Now here's Copper.
That shot off the mark. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. They lead by 2. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And it's been a tight one here as the second quarter getting going.
I mean, this has looked like a volleyball game for them with all those first quarter blocks.
I mean, I'll say, though, that's a lot of side outs for them, the way they've swatted shots away.
Here's James, guarded by Russell.
From deep three-point range.
You know, sometimes just because you can make it from way out there, it doesn't mean you should try.
Kind of hypocritical coming from you, Tim. I mean, it wasn't that far out. Anyways, she could work for a better shot than that.
Washburn. No good on the three.
Wide open misses like that can be confidence shakers.
Starting the second quarter and about a minute gone.
Right side, Sabali. Pass to James. That's in there. Satu Sabali with the dime.
And the lead goes right back over. What a seesaw battle we've got here.
Absolutely. This game's right there for the taking, but neither team can grab it. Somebody's got to take charge.
Let's see how it plays out.
Now here's Russell.
He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
Ball Queen.
2 points. That one goes in. Second quarter here and just over a minute and a half played. Now a timeout called by Seattle. Up top, Sabali. On the wing, Alicia Gray.
Pass to James.
From past the arc. And again, it's the Storm missing. Here's Stewart. That's good, and she's now 3 for 4 from the floor.
The incredible focus Stewart has. Even when the D gets physical, she stays with the play.
On the wings, Satu Sabali. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Just 5 on the clock.
Pass to Melbourne.
Lets the 3 fly. That's a no-go, and she's still looking for her first bucket after 2 shots. With the step back. Outside Stewart. Over to the wing. Stewart with the screen. Fires the 3. Good. First shot, first basket.
Defense was pretty much non-existent there. Can't leave such a good shooter open like that. Come on.
Gray outside. Shoots over Russell. Cans the 12-footer.
Quality look from Gray. I mean, she's going to shoot it from there when she gets the chance every time.
So we wrap up the first half. They're up by 10. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter going. The second half just about to get going here. What a game we're seeing from Breanna Stewart.
The defensive effort and intensity that she's brought to this game has been fantastic, really firing up her teammates.
She's been patrolling the court, blocking shot after shot out there, and really has made a statement with their defensive play.
Copper with the ball.
Pass to Gray. Copper. Gray outside. Now Ionescu. Misses the 3.
They've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers too.
Yeah, it's been a gritty performance and a physical brand of basketball, but hey, that's how you win.
Bring your lunch pail.
Here's Copper. Pass to Ionescu. Back to Gray. For 3. The shot, no good.
They had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And when she's open like that, you don't see her miss that sort of look very often.
Dawson.
The 3-pointer off the mark. They really want to find that igniter here.
That's right. Their offense is ground to a standstill.
Maybe you need to suit up, Tim. They need a spark.
Now here's Copper. Malonga sets a screen.
And again, it's the Storm missing. Inside. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Another bucket from Stewart, who's having a nice game offensively. She's a well-rounded player.
Pass to Gray.
A kick out to Copper.
Two minutes into the second half of play now. Now here's Stewart. To the inside.
Ball clean.
Up and in on the layup.
Their second half has started well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts. I like to see that.
Malonga outside.
3-pointer Sabrina Ionescu.
Not that time. Her 6th miss, and she's made 4 of her 10 shots.
Ugly start to the second half, missing their first 4. They need to get on track.
Pass to Williams.
Hey, I'm right here.
And here's ball queen. Can't hit from in close.
And she doesn't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions.
Back to Sabali. And the Storm miss again. Brianna Stewart from outside. Storm with the rebound. Pass to Ionescu. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Here's Malunga. And a great assist that time by Sabrina Ionescu as that one goes in.
Proving what a selfless player she is, Ionescu is all about getting the rock to wide open teammates.
And here's Melbourne. Pass to Gray. Now Malunga. Three-pointer. She can't get it to go.
They got lucky. They got lucky. And the defense has taken a big chance leaving her open behind the arc. And I'm not sure I'm okay with that game plan.
Back to Russell. Shot clock at 6. Washburn knocks down the 3-ball.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been by design or by accident, but either way, it's been impressive.
Maybe the coach just went up to the locker room chalkboard and just put a number 3 out there.
Here's James. They waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
Pass to Russell. Ball queen. Malunga covering. Here's Russell. Over Gray. And she didn't get quite enough under that one. A difficult situation for Seattle. To the wing on the left. For 3. Can't hit that one.
They're controlling the boards. It's a big reason for their lead.
Yeah, they've brought that edge, really fighting and scrapping inside. You love to see that kind of hustle.
Out to the right wing. Out to the wing. Here's Russell. It's good from long range.
She's been one of their more reliable options today, and it's her shooting that has given them this lead.
Time called here. The Storm decide to talk it over. Now Ionescu. From the wing. That shot missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. She's not the player to give open looks to, but they got away with it that time.
Back to Stewart. Down low. Ball clean. It's blocked. On the wing, Kalia Copper. She's guarded by Williams. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Brianna Stewart from outside. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 shooting night.
Sometimes you see players get a little bit hesitant to take that outside shot, but not Stewart. She works hard to maintain her range.
Now here is Ionescu. Basket number 5 goes in. She's now 5 for 12 from the floor.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Pass to Stewart. And here's Ball Queen. Malunga covering. Ball Queen with the miss. Seattle with the ball. Copper outside. Now here's Malunga. Defended by Ball Queen. Sabrina Ionescu from outside. Stewart grabs the miss. Now here's Williams. Outside Stewart. Takes the three. That ball is good for another field goal, her sixth, and she's at a 6 for 9 on the stat sheet. Here's Seattle. Gray with it. Pass to Malunga. The three. Stewart grabs the miss. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Williams. Williams sets the screen. Outside Stewart. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Terrific run to put this ball game away.
And now let's see just how much longer they keep that foot on the accelerator.
They got to keep it on the accelerator to the finish line.
Here's Ionescu. And that's going to do it for this series. They'll move on.
And such a huge moment for this team, knowing that they have conquered the last milestone before reaching the WNBA Finals.
We've seen this team fight through adversity, adjust their approach, fine-tune their strategy, and now a remarkable series is in the books with their name on it.
It's going to be so exciting, guys, to see them in the finals. A whole season of hard work culminating in the opportunity to win the WNBA championship. And now winning that elusive title is within their grasp.
And that'll do it tonight in the WNBA playoffs. For my broadcast partners, Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz, I'm Blake Suniga. Thanks for joining us tonight, and we'll see you next time for another playoff game.